There is a moment in every human life when they realize that something fundamental has been hidden from them. Not hidden by anyone else, but hidden by their own mind, their own assumptions about what is possible, what they deserve, and who they are allowed to become. You might be lying in bed right now, and in the quiet darkness you feel it, that strange sense that you are living a life that does not belong to you. That somewhere in the architecture of your consciousness, you made a decision about yourself that was never actually true, and you have been living inside that lie ever since. The weight of it sits on your chest. It tells you that you are ordinary, that luck is for other people, that abundance is something that happens to someone else, and that you are destined to watch life happen rather than to live it fully. But what if I told you that everything you believe about luck, about chance, about whether you deserve good things, is not a reflection of reality, but a reflection of your own internal state? What if the lottery winner is not someone blessed by external fortune, but someone who has fundamentally shifted their internal assumption about themselves? What if right now, in this moment, you are closer to a complete transformation than you have ever been? And all it requires is that you understand one simple truth. Your inner state of being is not a consequence of your circumstances. Your circumstances are a consequence of your inner state of being. Feel that for a moment. Let it sit in your chest. Your outer world is not creating your inner world. Your inner world is creating your outer world. You have been told the opposite your entire life. You have been told that you need to see it to believe it, that you need evidence first, that reality is something fixed and external that you must conform to. But there exists a layer of human consciousness that the world has forgotten about, a layer where everything is reversed. In that place, you believe it, and then you see it. You feel it is already yours, and then it appears. You move through your day as if you are already that person, living that life, and the external world bends to match your inner conviction. This is what it means to have a lottery winner's mind. It is not that you are counting on luck. It is that you have made an assumption so fundamental, so unshakable, so deeply woven into the fabric of your identity, that reality itself has no choice but to reflect it back to you. When someone wins the lottery, they have done something remarkable. They have believed, even if only for a moment, that it could happen. They have felt what it would be like. They have assumed their identity would shift, and then the world provided the evidence. But here is what most people never understand. You do not have to wait for the lottery. You do not have to wait for chance. You can live right now, in this moment, as if you have already won. Not as a game, not as pretending, but as a deep internal shift in who you believe you are. There is a profound difference between wanting something and assuming something. When you want, you are placing yourself in a position of lack. You are saying, I do not have this, I need this, I hope for this. And so the universe, which is nothing but a reflection of your inner state, says, yes, you do not have it yet, you should keep searching. When you assume, you are placing yourself in an entirely different relationship with reality. You are saying, this is already mine, I am already this person, I already possess what I am looking for. And the universe, which listens only to your inner conviction, says yes, and it provides you with the circumstances, the people, the opportunities, the synchronicities that match that assumption. Think about the moments in your life when things have worked out for you. There is usually a moment where you stopped worrying. Do you remember that moment? It came after you had done what you could do, and then you released it. You let it go. And in that release, something shifted. You moved from desperation to trust. You moved from the energy of someone who is missing something to the energy of someone who knows it is already on its way. That shift, that internal movement, that change in feeling tone, that is the lottery winner's mindset. It is not passive. It is the most active thing you can do because it is a complete reorganization of your consciousness. Now, you might be sitting with yourself right now and feeling a resistance to this idea. You might be thinking, well, this cannot possibly be that simple. If it were this simple, everyone would be doing it. Everyone would be rich. Everyone would be happy. Everyone would have everything they want. And you are right. But that does not mean the principle is wrong. It means most people have never actually done it. Most people have heard these ideas before, but they have never truly lived them. They have never made the internal shift. They have never actually changed their assumption about themselves and their life. They have thought about changing it. They have wished for it. They have wanted it. But they have never assumed it in such a deep and real way that it became their new normal. What does it mean to truly assume something? Let me take you deeper. Imagine that right now, your life has already changed. The thing you are seeking has already come to you. It is not coming tomorrow. It is not coming next year. It has arrived. Feel what that would feel like in your body. Not in your mind, not in your thoughts, but in your actual physical being. Would your shoulders be higher or lower? Would there be a different kind of breathing happening in your chest? Would there be a lightness, a relief, a sense of completion that is not there right now? That feeling, that somatic shift, is the assumption. It is not a thought. It is a state of being. The most dangerous thing about living in a society like ours is that we have been trained to believe in external evidence. We believe in what we can see, what we can touch, what we can measure. And because of that, we have become disconnected from the realm of inner reality, from the realm of consciousness, from the realm where all creation actually begins. In the beginning, before anything was created in the physical world, it existed in consciousness. It existed as a thought, as an image, as a feeling, as an assumption about what could be. And then, slowly, like a photograph developing in the darkness, it became real. This is not mystical. This is not religious. This is how creation works. This is how every single thing that has ever been manifested into physical reality has come to be. When you change your assumption about yourself, you change the information that you are sending out into the universe. You change the frequency at which you are vibrating. And the universe, which is responsive, which is intelligent, which is alive, in ways we do not even have language for yet, responds to that frequency. It does not respond to what you are saying out loud. It does not respond to your words or your affirmations or your vision boards. It responds only to what you truly believe about yourself, what you truly assume to be true about your life, what you truly feel in the depths of your being. This is why fake affirmations do not work. This is why saying something you do not believe 100 times does not make it come true. It is because you know in the deepest part of yourself that you do not believe it yet. You are trying to convince yourself, and that very act of trying is an admission that you do not believe. The universe hears not your words, but the underlying doubt. The universe hears not your affirmation, but your disbelief. So the first step in shifting your assumption is to stop trying to convince yourself of something you do not believe. Instead, you must do something more subtle, more powerful, more real. You must begin to ask yourself a different question. Instead of asking, how can I believe this? Ask yourself, what would it feel like if I already had this? Not what would I do, but what would I feel? Not how would I act, but what would shift in my sense of who I am? Imagine yourself already in possession of what you seek, not as a fantasy that you will return from, not as a daydream that you will wake up from, but as a real present, immediate reality that you are living in right now. What does your body feel like? How do you move through the world differently? What has changed in the way you speak to yourself? What is different about the way you spend your time? What kind of people are you around? What has your environment become? And here is the profound part. As you sit with these questions, as you feel these shifts, you are not making something up. You are not lying to yourself. You are awakening to something that is already true at a deeper level of consciousness. You are recognizing something about yourself that was always there but that you had forgotten. You are remembering who you are before the world told you who you should be. You are returning to the place where you are unlimited, where you are a creator, where your consciousness is not a byproduct of your circumstances, but the source of them. Most people live their entire lives in reaction to their circumstances. Something happens, and they feel bad, so they assume something negative about themselves. Another thing happens, and they feel good, so they temporarily believe they are worthy. But they are like boats without anchors, drifting on the currents of external events, never realizing that they have the power to drop an anchor deep within themselves, into the bedrock of their own consciousness, and to hold their position no matter what winds blow around them. When you truly assume something, you do not need external evidence to maintain it. You do not need people to validate it. You do not need things to go perfectly for you to believe it. You have shifted something so fundamentally within yourself that it is unshakable. This is what the lottery winner has. This is what the person who experiences miracles has. This is what the person who lives an extraordinary life has. They have at some point made a decision about themselves that is so real, so fundamental, that they are no longer waiting for permission from the world. They are no longer waiting for proof. They have assumed their own worth, their own power, their own deservingness. And they are living from that assumption. And the most beautiful thing is that this is not arrogance. This is not ego. This is actually the most humble and the most powerful thing you can do. It is humble because you are accepting that you are a creative force in your own life, rather than denying that and playing small. It is powerful because you are taking responsibility for your own consciousness, rather than blaming external circumstances for who you have become. When you assume something about yourself, you are saying, I am responsible for my inner state. I am not a victim of my life. I am a creator. I am choosing. I am deciding. I am being. Now let me speak to the part of you that is afraid. The part of you that hears all of this and feels a kind of anxiety rising up in your chest. There is a voice in you that says, but what if I assume something and it does not come true? What if I feel like it is already mine and it never arrives? Then what happens to me? What happens to my hope? What happens to me? And I want you to know that this fear is real and valid, and it is actually the most important part of your transformation. Because that fear is guarding something. It is guarding your hope, yes, but it is also guarding your identity. You have built an entire personality around your lack. You have told yourself stories about who you are that are based on what you do not have, who has hurt you, what has not worked out, where you have failed. These stories feel true because they are consistent with your experience. They feel safe because they are familiar. And the idea of letting them go, of assuming something different about yourself, feels dangerous because it means you would have to rebuild your entire sense of who you are. It means you would have to become someone new. And becoming someone new is terrifying. But here is what I want you to understand. You are already someone new every single day. Your cells are changing. Your thoughts are changing. The person you are right now is not the person you were 5 years ago. The only difference between you and someone living an extraordinary life is that they have consciously chosen who they are becoming, while you have been unconsciously becoming whatever your circumstances and your fears have been pushing you toward. So the choice is not really between staying the same and changing. The choice is between changing consciously, with intention, with awareness, and changing unconsciously, with fear, with doubt, with the assumption that you have no power over it. When you assume a new identity, when you begin to feel like the person who already has what you want, something remarkable starts to happen in your daily life. You stop taking certain kinds of rejection personally. You stop allowing other people's opinions to shake your foundation. You stop waiting for permission to pursue what calls to you. Not because you become arrogant or disconnected from reality, but because you have anchored yourself in something deeper than other people's judgments. You have anchored yourself in your own knowing. And that knowing is like a mountain that cannot be moved. There are moments when your old self will resurface. There will be days when you feel the weight of your circumstances again. There will be moments when doubt creeps back in and whispers that you are fooling yourself.